Okay, all the freak shows out there think Donald Trump is crazy, and this day they think he's crazy because he wants to polygraph people to find out who the rat, snitch, traitor, treasonous person in his administration is. And I say, why not? Line him up.
You know, what concerns me is that you had someone write an op-ed in a newspaper that's currently a part of the inner circle of Donald Trump and his administration, where they openly admit in this op-ed that they are working subversively to undermine the president and his administration.
That's treason.
And some of those things absolutely need to be undermined and fought against and never should see the light of day. But when you have someone that's working with the president openly admitting that I'm working to sabotage his agenda and his platform, it makes me wonder, is that person too a Russian spy? And just how deep is the subversiveness in this government is really going? There's a government that we see and one that we don't see, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know that this person is in the inner circle, first of all, and that's the problem. Look, there's no context to this. An anonymous person, there could be hundreds of people. It may mean somebody who's not in the White House. It could be someone that's not even in Washington.
No, the New York Times says this person is highly placed.
Well, you know what? The New York Times can kiss my butt, because I'll tell you what they did is journalistically wrong. It's one thing to use a confidential source for a news story. It's something entirely different to do an opinion piece when you can't evaluate the conflicts of interest, the person's agenda, maybe they're like on the outs. I mean, I just think it's wrong.
But I do believe that the Department of Justice should step in and investigate this.
I'm cool with that.
And they should determine and discover who it is that's actually doing this and wrote that op-ed and where it is they really work within the Trump administration. But I believe that Donald Trump has created this enemy himself. When you have people that are around you that are highly intelligent and you don't follow wise advice and you act like a man half-cocked and have adolescent immature behavior when you're tweeting on social media, but you're not listening to those great minds who've been involved in government for decades who are trying to direct you to have a better administration toward all of the American people, well, then they're going to fight for the best interests of this country. But Donald Trump, I think that you should have a right to polygraph your employees in the White House, but you take the polygraph first. Let's see if we can polygraph you about did you pay campaign funds to a prostitute and porn stars.
Who cares?
Let's let you take a polygraph examination to see what you did with your taxes. Take another polygraph, brother, to see what you're doing in the White House that you ain't telling everybody about. So you want a polygraph, you take one first.
Okay, well, now that the political tirade is over, let me say to you that people are doing better. Everybody, whatever flavor they are, we're doing better economically.
Economically, but we're gaining economically, but we're selling ourselves morally and losing the soul of this nation. And all we can say is we're making more money.
It's a racket. Stop believing it.